Alright guys, Bugucky here, welcome to today's video. If you're into gaming and you're interested in the latest PlayStation news, rumours and leaks, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join the gaming community here on YouTube. And if you want to go the extra mile and support me as a content creator, consider becoming a channel member and get early access to all videos on the channel prior to their release. So Sony recently made waves with gamers by announcing an exclusive invitation-only PlayStation Owners Club. This is an elite online community where members will have the chance to directly influence the future of the PlayStation ecosystem, including the upcoming newer or next generation series of consoles. The initiative is designed to provide Sony with valuable insights and feedback from a targeted selection of players, helping them fine-tune and expand the PlayStation experience in response to real user input. Players selected for this exclusive club receive an email inviting them to complete an introductory survey. The responses gathered in the survey determine their eligibility to join the club. With a limited online presence and little information about it, the club has maintained an aura of mystery and exclusivity, leaving many PlayStation enthusiasts curious and hopeful for an invitation. Some players, like one who shared their experience online, described doing a double take upon seeing the invite due to the surprise of its rarity. The club's selectiveness is so pronounced that many could only find minor hints or a sparse YouTube video from late 2022 with details on the initiative. The email sent to prospective club members highlights Sony's intentions for the community, which reads as follows: the PlayStation Owners Club is an invitation-only online community where you can share your direct thoughts and feedback with PlayStation. Sony aims to curate feedback from this group to shape the future of the experience. Could this be in relation to the upcoming PlayStation 6 or something around some of the types of games PlayStation is creating for its fanbase? Once in, members will receive periodic surveys covering a broad range of topics. Could these relate to new features or new hardware, and game preferences or opinions on the overall PlayStation ecosystem? Sony's goal is to use their responses to continuously improve the gaming experience, relying primarily on survey-based feedback rather than more interactive sessions. One detail that stood out in the introductory survey was a question about the PS5 Pro, a console not yet released, hinting at Sony's plans for future hardware and gauging potential interest from dedicated fans. Other survey questions asked players to identify the console they currently own and specify how much time they spend gaming, suggesting that Sony is looking for avid, engaged users whose feedback will be especially insightful. For those intrigued by the PlayStation Owners Club, an invitation is a must. Each survey link is uniquely tied to the recipient's account, meaning only players who have been directly contacted by Sony are eligible to participate in the introductory survey and gain potential access to this exclusive club. While there is no current way for uninvited players to join, this move has certainly raised anticipation and engagement among the broader PlayStation community. Keen to see where this feedback-driven approach could take the future of PlayStation gaming. What are your thoughts on this, guys? Sony engaging with avid PlayStation enthusiasts and gamers is surely a good thing, right? In my interpretation of this is that if you typically enjoy playing on PlayStation and you're interested in investing in the ecosystem, Sony has obviously targeted those individuals whose accounts have lots of activity. Well, I'm guessing they have. I mean, I don't know how they've specifically targeted individuals, but if it was my business and I wanted specific feedback on potential projects in the pipeline, I would be contacting those that are most active. So hopefully, by taking this information on board from those PlayStation gamers to help shape the future of hardware and software, that is a good thing in my eyes. And I just wish Sony were a little more open and engaging with their gamers from a communication perspective, and I'll come on to this a little bit later in the video, but from a communication perspective, they need to be a little bit more active. It often feels like we go months on end without any real engagement from Sony. And I hope that this is part of some kind of feedback from the select group of PlayStation members who have joined this exclusive club, and this feedback helps Sony to open up its communication channels a little bit more. Anyway, let me know your thoughts about this and let's move on. Bungie's upcoming game Marathon is shaping up to be an intriguing addition to the extraction shooter genre, as highlighted in a recent development update video from the game's director Joe Ziegler. In the nearly 10-minute presentation, Ziegler gives fans a behind-the-scene look at Marathon's development relevant, hinting at what players can expect when playtests start rolling out more broadly in 2025. While there's still no gameplay footage on offer, Ziegler shared new images and insights into the game's progress, emphasizing that Bungie is heavily focused on crafting an engaging and challenging experience that will reward player strategy and persistence. In essence, at its core, Marathon is Bungie's take on the extraction shooter format where players referred to as runners must work through hostile environments, complete quests, and gather loot, all while surviving long enough to escape each session. Ziegler describes this as an intense survival experience designed to keep players on their toes. Equipable gear will influence character stats, drawing some comparison to Bungie's Destiny series where loadouts and skill choices impact gameplay significantly. Alongside weapons and gear, runners will have access to unique abilities and consumables to support them on their missions, adding strategic layers to the gameplay. Reflecting on the project's development, Ziegler shared that Marathon has gone through major transformations over the last 2 years. The team has made aggressive changes to the game, often collaborating with players and content creators to refine the mechanics. According to Ziegler, environments are now coming together in a really beautiful way, though he acknowledges that certain character models still need polishing. This iterative process, while time-consuming, is helping Bungie craft a visually compelling and immersive experience. For those who may not know, Marathon is a revival of a classic Bungie FPS that first appeared in 1994, establishing itself as a cult favourite in the gaming community. Though development recently hit a rough patch following layoffs, Ziegler assured fans in his update that the game is alive and well, confirming that more extensive playtesting is set to begin next year. Fans eager for hands-on time will likely have the chance to join these playtests via the PlayStation Network, though exact details will be shared closer to 2025. In his update, Ziegler also offered some minor but intriguing reveals about the game. Players can expect to see unique character types with codenames like Thief and Stealth, lightly hinting at a more tactical, stealth-driven gameplay approach for some characters. These updates show a dedication to creating a unique experience that's hopefully worth the wait, something Ziegler acknowledges directly, thanking fans for their patience and support. Bungie's goal is clear, and that is to make Marathon a game players feel invested in and excited to explore. Though many fans may have hoped for more significant updates after such a lengthy period of silence, Ziegler's video provides a candid look into the project's state, with Bungie's commitment to quality showing through. As players eagerly await 2025, Marathon hopefully is shaping up to be a fresh take on the extraction genre, potentially mixing elements of some popular games like The Division or The Hunt Showdown, all while retaining the sci-fi roots that define Bungie's original Marathon series. With more updates likely in the coming months, players will be keen to see some actual gameplay before making up their minds about this game. What are your thoughts, guys, on Marathon? What do you make of this game? Not to downplay anything Ziegler has said or to downplay the game, but before Concord launched, there were similar snippets of information, right? You know, the game looks good, we're ready to go, it plays well, etc, etc. And then when Concord launched and when it was released, it was an absolute disaster. People couldn't relate to the game, they couldn't actually relate to the characters, and that was one of its biggest flaws. It put off a lot of gamers and the game crashed and burned very quickly. So when Bungie say that they are working on polish for the characters, I really hope they have read the room and they deliver characters that players want to play as and players, more importantly, can relate to. Let me know what your thoughts are on Marathon. Guys, if you're enjoying the content today, please give the video a thumbs up. And if you want to go the extra mile in supporting me as a creator, consider becoming a channel member and get early access to videos prior to their release. Now let's move on and talk about the next Mass Effect game. Bioware's executive producer Mike Gamble recently gave fans a brief update on the highly anticipated Mass Effect 5, providing some clues about what players can expect in terms of tone and gameplay direction. In a post on X, formerly Twitter, Gamble reassured fans that the new installment will stay true to the mature, intense tone that defined the original trilogy, a hallmark of the Mass Effect series. While he didn't reveal any further details, his comments got some fans excited, especially longtime fans of Mass Effect who have been eager for a return to the trilogy's signature storytelling style. The tone continuity is a deliberate choice by the development team, a group largely composed of Bioware veterans who worked on earlier Mass Effect games. By bringing back the original team, Bioware seem intent on creating a game that aligns with the series' legacy. Players have long admired the trilogy's ability to blend complex, often morally ambiguous storytelling with sci-fi themes, and it appears that Mass Effect 5 will aim to preserve that reputation. Recent reports suggest that Mass Effect 5 may depart from the open world trend that dominated the recent Bioware titles like Mass Effect Andromeda and Dragon Age Inquisition. In September 2023, Jez Corden from Windows Central reported that the upcoming game will likely move away from the sprawling open world design in favour of a more focused, narrative-driven experience. For fans, this may be a welcome return to the classic formula of the series, where tightly woven storylines and character-driven plots took centre stage, allowing players to form deeper connections with the main characters and the universe around them. In previous updates, Bioware has confirmed that Mass Effect 5 will be designed as a single-player game, distancing itself from the multiplayer features seen in Mass Effect 3. Although Mass Effect 3 had a multiplayer mode that was integrated with the main campaign, it wasn't a required component of the story, and the franchise's greatest success has always been its single-player experiences. By focusing on a solo gameplay experience, Bioware aims to recapture the magic of the original trilogy, ensuring that fans can immerse themselves in a rich world and complex character arcs that have come to define the Mass Effect universe. The game's development has been ongoing, though Bioware has yet to announce a specific release date or window. Mass Effect 5 is expected to launch across all platforms, though fans will likely have to wait a while longer for any concrete timelines. As excitement builds, Bioware is keeping details under wraps, choosing instead to let anticipation grow as fans speculate on what's next for Commander Shepard's universe. It's been a while since I've played any of the Mass Effect games, but I remember having such a good time when playing them. I loved the first two games and kind of fell away in Mass Effect 3, and Mass Effect 4 really wasn't for me. I'm very excited to learn more about the game whenever this does come out, but let me know your thoughts on this game down below in the comments. Okay, let's move on. For over a week now, PlayStation Star members have been reporting that their wallet fund rewards are missing, and the issue appears to be affecting a broad number of users. Frustrated players have reached out to PlayStation support, but support agents have offered inconsistent and unclear answers, leaving the community confused. Some players have been told that the removal of the PS Store credit was deliberate, while others are hearing that it's simply a glitch. The issue seems to affect members in different ways, with some still able to redeem points for wallet funds, though only in one denomination and in varying amounts. For a smaller group, the rewards remain fully accessible with no noticeable changes at all. The inconsistency has left many wondering if Sony is rolling out a new policy, experiencing technical issues, or planning an overhaul to the rewards program. In the absence of an official statement from Sony, members have been contacting PS support individually, only to receive conflicting responses. This lack of clarity has fueled speculation within the community, with players questioning if wallet fund rewards might be reinstated. For now, there's no official word on the cause or a timeline for resolution. In the meantime, many members are left hoping for a clearer communication from Sony on the future of PS Star's wallet fund rewards and any potential program changes. Like I said at the start of the video, Sony's lack of communication is deafening, and all they have to do is communicate with its fans, its gamers, as to what is happening, and it will eliminate all of these questions. The thing is, we don't know what's happening as people who game on the platform, right? We're the gamers. We haven't got a clue what's going on with this program, and that's not a good thing. It's not a good look, Sony. So hopefully this is a glitch, or perhaps something better is coming. The sooner we know, the better for all. Let me know in the comments if you're experiencing problems with PlayStation Star's wallet or funds. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below about the topics we've discussed today in the video. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you on the next video.